Welcome to this wonderful Learn Extra class. Today, we look into our first topic on elementary calculus. Yes, function of a real variable. What is function of a real variable? Is a function where the input is called domain. Yes, we shall get there with time. I'll explain to you what we call domain. Yes, where the input consists of real numbers. The things we are putting inside the function are real numbers. And the output is called the range. The range is also real numbers or subset of real numbers. So the function of real variables is saying that everything we are putting into the function are real. And also the outputs, the answers we get are also real numbers. Now, let's go ahead and define a function. What a function means. Just the function itself. Question is, what is a function? The big question says, what is a function? Tell me, do you know? I will explain. A function is just like a rule. Yes, a rule that assigns every element from the domain a unique output. A unique output. I will illustrate this with a diagram. Let's consider this diagram. Let's call it figure 1. Figure 1. In my figure 1, let's say I have these to be my inputs. And the rule of my function says x plus 3. Here, my outputs. A function is just a rule that says what happens. Yes. Now, in this my function, I'm giving you a pictorial view as to understand better. Tell me, S stands for any real number. Any number you can think of, provided it's a real number. This topic, we are dealing with just real numbers. Now let's say 2. 2 is a real number. Now, if my input is equal to 2, what do you think will be the output? My input is 2. The output will now be, what do we do to get the output? We apply the rule given by the function. Function is just a rule. So the rule here says any input that enters here, x, add 3 to it. So I will go ahead. Since 2 enters, x becomes 2. I want to have 2 plus 3. My output is going to be 5 because 2 plus 3 is 5. Yes. If I give you another function. I can change a rule now. If I click here and give you another rule, also clean my input and my output. If I give you 2x plus 3 as my function, now tell me, what do you think will be the output if the input is 7? What happens? 7 is going into the function box. So the rule here is saying that any number that enters, we shall multiply by 2. 2 times anything entering in the function, then plus 3. So I will do 2 times 7, 14. 14 plus 3, 17. Therefore, my output will be 17 when my input is 7. I hope it's clear. Now, we don't always use box. Don't expect your tutor to give you box or your examiner to give you this box in the exam. No. We have a way of defining these functions. Yes. I'll give you a sample of how you see it in your exam, in your test, or in subsequent videos we shall make. Yes. So quickly, let me clean and let's delve into this function properly. Yes, I'm back. Back to business. We said that a function is a rule. Now I'll give you a new rule. Let's say f of x is equal to x plus 5. If f of x is x plus 5, find f of 3. This question is very similar to the first question we solved. In the first question, we used x plus 3. Yes. And also, there was a box. Now, we don't always use box to show functions. Most function questions you will see will appear like this. Here now, the rule is anything that enters as s, add 5. Therefore, f of 3 will be that x is what? 3. That will be 3 plus 5. And that is 8. So in this case, my input is 3 and my output is 8. Let's take more examples. What if I give you now that if g of x is equal to s squared plus 5, find is g here, yes. Find g of 5. Can we? Yes. Yes, we can. How do we solve this? How do we solve this? The rule here for this function is s squared plus 5. And our input is what? 5. So when the input goes inside, what happens? G of 5 is going to be, our s is what? 5. 5 is the input. So we'll go ahead and impute x as 5. And that will be 5. S becomes 5. S becomes 5. 5 squared plus 5. 5 squared is 5 times itself. 5 squared, 5 times itself. And 5 times itself will give us 25. Yes. 25 plus 5, I think, is 30. So, G of 5 is 30. The input is 5. The output is 30. That's it. That's it. Now, I believe if I give you one to solve for me now, you can do it. I'll give you a big one. If f of x is equal to 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, find f of 3. Can we? Yes. I know you can. But this one looks difficult. Let's try it out together. Solution. This is elementary calculus. Function of a real variable. We are dealing with real numbers. Now, f of 3 here means, it's simple. Means that our input is 3. I will ask to find the output. Yes. So, when I go ahead and put our input as 3, that will be, change all the x you are seeing, change all the x you are seeing to be the input, which is 3. If I change them, I will have 2 into 3 squared plus 3, I'm seeing x. I will fix there my input, which is 3 plus 1. Yes. Let's do the bracket first. 3 squared means 3 times itself, and that's 9. 2 times 9, 3 squared. Here now is 9. 2 times 9, 18. Have 18 plus 3 times 3, 9. I have here as 9 plus 1. 18 plus 9, 27. Plus 1, 28. That's it. So my input is here is 3 and my output is 28. Yes. Functions are very simple. Now, some of us, we know this already and the topic seems boring for us. So quickly, I will teach you now the one you may not know. Follow me. So far, we've been doing the small ones. Now let's get into the real deal. The question here says, if f of x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 5, find f of 5. I know you can handle this, but your brain is telling you now that to obtain f of 5, you go ahead and put 5 here. If you put 5 here, you have 5 squared plus 5. 5 squared, 25, plus 5, you have 30. If you got 30 as the answer, you are wrong. Very wrong. So quickly, I will show you how to solve questions like this, because you're likely to see them in your exam or test. Now, solution to this. Solution. Yes, x squared plus 5 is the rule of this function. Yes. The rule we shall use is the rule here that says x squared plus 5. But our problem is the inputs. We need f of 5. But when you plug s here as 5, when you impute 5 here to get 30, what you are getting actually is f of 7. F of 7. Because 5 plus 2 gives you 7. F of 7. To obtain f of 5, which is the question, what stays here? What stays here? What goes in is not 5. What goes in to yield us f of 5 is s as 3. Yes, 3 plus 2 is 5. So to get f of 5, what goes in as x is going to be 3. Yes. So f of 5 is equal to 3 going in as input, because 3 plus 2 is 5. So we'll go ahead and impute 3 over there. I'll now have 3 squared plus 5. And that will be 9 plus 5. And that is 14. The only time you go ahead and take your inputs straight to the rule is when you have f of x. When you have only f of x. But when you have f of x plus h, f of x plus something, you must find what you must add to get your input, just like in this case. I know you get the point. Now we shall do one more on this to consolidate the knowledge we have shared here. Yes, one more example. Back to business. Let's solve this. If g of x minus 4 is equal to x squared plus 3x plus 2, find g of 6. Can we? Yes. You can pause the video and try it out yourself if you have been following. Solution. We need g of 6. Do we go ahead and plug 6 as the input? No. If we put 6 here, if we put 6 as s, what we are getting is going to be g of 2, because s as 6 means 6 minus 4, which is 2. Now, if you want to find g of 6, 6 cannot be the input. Yes. Observe carefully. Yes, that's it. So our input is going to be what minus 4 should give you 6. You equate the content of your definition of your function. You equate them towards 6 to find what will make here give you the input as 6. If we do this, if we solve this, some of you think you can't solve maths because you are seeing x. In those days, this question now is simple. They will not use x. In those days, they will give you like this. Sorry. They will tell you, fill in the box. Fill in the box. You can never fail this. The purpose of this box in those days, in those good old days where math was very simple, it's the same job with X today. Yes. So if we shall fill in this box correctly, what do we fill? We shall fill the box as what? Tell me. What minus 4 will give us 6? 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. Those that know maths very well, what do? We'll take minus 4 over. It turns to plus. That will be 6 plus 4. And that is 10. So X is 10. So once you solve here and find what will make the entire G, function G, give you 6. Once you find it, that thing becomes your input. It becomes what? Your input. So here, I can say that G of 6 is equal to, my input now becomes what? 10. And that will be, all the X will turn to 10 to give me G of 6. That will be 10 squared plus 3 times 10 plus 2. 10 squared means 10 times itself, 100, plus 3 times 10, that's 30, plus 2. So my output is going to be 1, 3, 2. Yes. Last example. Now, I will give you a function defined on interval. Yes, so that you become familiar with more and more rules. We have rules and also have what? Condition. The function gives us the rule. I will now attach a condition for us in the rule. Let me make it clearer by cleaning the board. Quickly, let's look at this question. If f of x minus 2 is defined by this rule here, our rule is this. Find. We have two questions here. F of 3 as the first question. Second question, f of 5. Now, the question did not end here. If the question ended here, yes, we can all solve it based on what we have learned so far. Now, this question is coming with a condition such that minus 2 is less or equal to x, as x is less or equal to 5. They defined a particular range for us that s will be. Now, let's solve this. Solution. Before we can solve this, do you understand what this thing means? The range here. This thing means numbers from minus 2 down to 5. If you know your number line properly, you have minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing means numbers from here to here. Yes. I listed just the integers only. Those who don't know integers, you can refer back to our video on real number system. Now we have to find f of 3 and also ensuring that we are satisfying the condition given to us. So that will be f of 3, f of 3. F of 3 is the first question, question I. F of 3 is going to be, I know you know it. Do I go ahead and put x as 3? No, I won't. I'll first of all I'll find the value of x. that will make all this entire place 3. And that is equating this towards 3, saying s minus 2 is equal to 3. So what's x? X should be 5. Yes, so to find f of 3, I am going to use 5. Do I go ahead to use? No. I will check the condition given to me from minus 2 to 5. I've listed them. Is 5 included? Yes. S can be 5. S can be equal to 5. Because S can be 5, I will now go ahead and use S as 5 to find f of 3. So, going ahead to use S as 5, I will have 2 into 5 plus 3 into 5 squared plus 5. Yes. And this is equal to 2 times 5, 10. 5 squared, 25. 25 times 3, 75 plus 5, which is 10 plus 75 plus 5. This is 85, this is 90. That's it. Our output will be 90. How about the second question, f of 5? Clearly, if we want to find f of 5, solution. F of 5, solution for f of 5. F of 5 is simple. What do we do? Because here is not only f of x. We don't go ahead and put in x as 5. The same routine. We'll find the value of s that will make all this place give us 5. And let's check. X minus 2 equal to 5. This makes our x to be minus 2 going over 7. Our x has to be 7. Our s must be 7 for us to find f of 5. Yes, yes, that's it. That's it. So now, to find f of 5, we'll go ahead and use s as 7. But before we use 7, what happens? We check the condition given to us. Check the condition given to us. Numbers in between minus 2 to 5. Ask yourself, can we find 7 inside here? No. 7 can't be there. Numbers between minus 2 and 5 with the endpoints included, 7 is not there. Because we can only use s as 7 to find f of 5, and the condition does not permit us to use 7. We can say that f of 5 is undefined. Undefined. I can say f of 5 does not exist just because of this condition here. I hope you enjoyed this Learn Extra class. See you on the next topic. Thank you.